All right, Judy.
Hey, Ryan.
I fucked up so hard last week.
What happened?
I forgot to air a grievance. I forgot. But thankfully, you saved the day. You have brought your lovely husband, a real man, in with you. And I am now, just so you know, people, in our entire pre-show meeting, so much pain was on his face. He's doing such a solid right now for sitting around and just waiting. Like, he's just the whole time, oh God, hurry up. Stop talking about dumb shit, please.
It's like, I want to go to sleep.
Yeah,
I know.
All this so that some fat guy can bitch at me. How lovely. How lovely. But it would not be a true beginning to a new year if all of the grievances from the previous year were not aired. So I must.
The airing of grievances.
Against Kieth. Kieth, my grievance against you. You're so manly, it makes me feel like less of a man. And I don't like feeling that way, okay? Every week you come on the show and you're there with your nicely sculpted back and your perfectly salt and peppered hair, and you just show so much elegance and refinement while wearing a slovenly t-shirt. How are the two things possible? If you wear the t-shirt, you're supposed to look like a bum, but instead you look like a sexier version of the Dos Equis guy. I don't like it. Not a fan.
Are you gonna say something nice?
However, excuse, this is my time still, okay?
Sorry. I did have my chance. Okay. Sorry.
However, you're the greatest man ever. How could I not just be in love with everything that you are? It's so
He didn't know what was happening, so he's like, "Wait, he has a grievance against me?" I go, "You just gotta listen to it. I don't know what he's gonna say."
Also, very excited to finally announce Locker Room Lads is going to be filming this week. So start looking out for those episodes starting next week. We'll figure out how and when to do that. Guess what? It'll probably be on Wednesday since this one comes out on Tuesday. Who thought? But we're going to start getting that done. Very excited for Kieth to put up with me for about 45 minutes to an hour with or without commercials every week. Hopefully there's not too many specials in there so he can really stay, because I just don't want to annoy him too much is my whole goal. So, but Kieth, thank you so much. You don't have to stick around any longer. I know that you're tired. Thank you so much for putting up with me. Oh, and by the way, just for you,
that's Sim goals.
Oh, hold on. I hit the wrong one.
That was nice.
There we go.
Did you want to?
I appreciate it.
Yeah. Very excited to be working.
We appreciate me and appreciate you, and
of course he appreciates you. You give him blowies every
I'm talking about you. I'm talking about you. Oh my God. Keith's like, okay, I'm gonna go to sleep now.
Yeah, go to sleep, Kieth. You don't have to be here to hear your wife talking about taking your solids to the back of her throat.
Okay, I'm gonna close the door. I don't know where the pets are. Okay. Sorry.
That's okay. Go ahead. Just take all the time. It's
Sorry,
totally
now
fine.
I have to put on the headphones.
Yeah. See, we're not on a clock or anything. It's totally just take all the time you want. Are we good? Are we fine? Are we finally good? No, not yet, huh? Not yet.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you just fine.
Okay, well, you're the one who's been putting on your headphone for 20 minutes. This is such great audio. Oh my God, this is so good. Just me complaining and you being like, oh yeah, I guess these headphones do work. Cool.
Yes. All right. Well, welcome back to what is this, season 2 of A Conversation with Judy and Ryan, right here on youtube.com/TABPOD. And it's the same username on our TikTok and What happened?
You stole my thing. Oh! Somebody get the grievances back here.
Someone's getting the bell.
Yeah. Judy, why are you stealing my thing? Are you jealous because I'm going to be having a show with your husband and you feel like he's going to take your spot? Don't worry. Just because he's doing something doesn't mean that means that you're doing any less. You're a cornerstone piece of the Take a Breath Productions. You don't got to start stealing my stuff. I do the intros.
I just thought it would be nice to start something new when we're premiering a new season. It's just something different.
This is an April Fool's joke, right? Like you're doing April Fools in October, like spooky fools, right?
Oh, spooky fools! I like that. That sounds kind of cute.
We're gonna have a conversation about this in the production meeting this weekend. Okay. It's just, I'm not saying that you can't do the intro. I'm just saying I am not a fan of the way that you did the intro. And by that, I mean that you just did it. All right,
it's okay.
I'm all about letting people grow and be the best version of themselves and all that stuff. So, we're gonna take this. We're gonna put a pin in this one. Yes, we are. We're gonna just put a little pin in it, and we're gonna bring this up in the production meeting.
Ryan's like, let me write this down so I don't forget.
I gotta reset. Ladies and gentlemen, I was not ready for this. Okay, I wasn't ready for her to just kind of take everything. I was ready to do some late grievances on Kieth, tell him how much him being such a manly guy pisses me off, but how much I admire him for it. And then she's just Queen J. There it is. There it is. This is how it starts, okay? First, they start taking over the TikTok. Then they start doing the intros. Next thing you know, it's a conversation with Judy, and Ryan's just in the back doing nothing, playing with Murder Bear, okay? If you're watching on youtube.com @TABPOD, that's my line, you'll understand what I'm saying over my left shoulder.
He is a little creepy back there, especially with the lights. I don't know what you're doing with it.
So that is on purpose, okay?
Okay.
There is a show that I love. It's a cartoon called The Venture Brothers. Mm-hmm. And in the show, there's a very small yet kind of pivotal character named Murder Bear, right? So I have to use this stuffed bear every week in order to make sure that my face is somewhat in focus, because there've been some weeks where it's like, is Ryan Dick? I'm not sure. So I use him since he has all the hair and the fur, and you can really get a fine look at it, right?
Okay,
and then I like leaving him there because Murder Bear, he's supposed to be a little creepy. Is he a good guy? Is he a bad guy? I don't know, but he's there, and we got to
never know. Okay, mm-hmm. All right.
Venture Brothers, underrated while also being a completely rated show. It's kind of got like a Rick and Morty vibe to it, where like if you watch it, it's one of your favorite shows, but no one else watches it.
I've never heard of it before, but
exactly.
I'd have to check it out. We love Rick and Morty over here.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not sure if you'll like it or not. I'm interested to see if you will, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
I feel like Kieth will. I don't know why. Okay. He gives me a vibe like, like he's perfect. So of course he would like all the things that I like. I mean, come on, how could he not?
Oh
how
my
could
God.
he not?
Okay. Oh, you're so
God.
giddy. Look at that. It's like your voice just changes. It's just talking about
Locker Room Lads is finally happening. I get to watch just sculpted men with a sculpted man just all day. God, I am making this sound way more homosexual than it needs to.
It's okay.
It is okay. Oh,
We love them in all shapes and sizes. And
That
whatever.
reminds me, but before I forget, I have had another joke go to the Hall of Fame.
Wow, it's been a while. Oh my god.
Well, you were a
Okay.
part of this one. You were a part of this one
Okay. Oh.
because we got our first, what was it, censorship on TikTok?
Yes. Oh my god. I'm still very upset about that. I didn't think that TikTok took these kinds of things seriously, but wow, they did. And the thing
So
was, yeah.
it was the clip where I said that I would rather suck dick than do something else. I don't remember what it was. It could have been,
Playing the
honestly,
lottery.
could have been doing the chores. Like, I throw that term out real fast and loose sometimes. But sorry, go ahead, Judy. Tell them what happened.
Yes. So I posted the clip because one, I was going to play the lottery the other day, and this just so happened to just work out because I told Ryan that we were talking about like buying homes and how we were just poor. I was like, just play the lottery. And Ryan was like, I'd rather suck dick on the corner than play the lottery. I'm like, all right. So, and I thought it was so funny. So I'm here posting it on my TikTok that morning. And I go to look at it to check like our view count or whatever, likes. And on my end, it says there's no sound on the video. And I go, what? Why is that? Like, I know there was sound in the video because I knew I was the one editing it. So I switch back to our account and I see that we get like this notification saying like, hey, your video has been flagged for explicit detail or what have you.
I mean, like,
no way.
That's what I think. Explicit detail. I don't think, like, it wasn't like I was saying I would rather take a long, veiny shaft to the back of the deepest parts of my throat and let the gravy wash over my taunt. I didn't say all that. Now I have.
None of that.
Because here we are. You brought me to this TikTok. How do you feel? How you feeling?
And now we can't even use this.
But it's
on TikTok.
Well, we're here for the content, for the people that listen, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that joke is now in the Hall of Fame because I can't talk about sucking dick on TikTok ever again.
Cannot. Wow.
Unless I use like innuendos. Like, I would rather not get, what was it called? What exact violation was it? Or censored. I would rather get censored on TikTok than have to play the lottery. And then we all know what that means. We all know.
Perfect. Yes.
We all know me talking about the censorship means I'd rather suck a dick, but we'll say I'd rather get censored on TikTok. The same way we call X Twix, because that's our thing.
It's our thing. Yes.
All right.
Cool. I still can't believe that happened to us. This is just the funniest thing.
It's season 2, show 1. We don't do episodes. We do shows here. Okay. We're like a vaudeville act. We just throw different things. What the vaudeville? God damn it.
What is that?
A vaudeville. It's basically like old-timey shows, like on stage shows, but it's from way back in the day. Variety hours. Think of a variety show.
Yeah.
That you would see on TV, but like, on a stage or whatever. And that's from like back in the goddamn 20s or even earlier, because I like to say things like vaudeville and gallivant and all these other things just pop out.
God, these are like Ryanisms. I love it. We're just gonna have to like keep track of these. Gallivanting.
But this is season 2, show 1.
Yes.
And I think that since Judy and I have been putting in so much effort on this, we are going to start trying to set up some goals for ourselves, right? And the first one that I would like us to do this year is I would like to take the YouTube channel. And I do think that this is going to be, I think we're going to and I say we because it's all of us, right? I think that we are going to smash through this so much that at some point in the year, I'm going to have to reset the goal. But I want to hit over 100 subscribers on the YouTube channel. That's what I would like. So, if you guys are listening, even if you never go on YouTube, just at TABPOD. It takes, 2 seconds. I'm not going to ask you to like, share, and subscribe because you won't be there. But, I would appreciate it. Yeah, just subscribe. You get it, Judy. So that's the goal for me for this year is for us to get 100 subscribers on the YouTube.
That's so goals.
Ooh, that is so goals. I don't know where that clip is from, but yes. I think my goal is is that you?
That's so goals.
Oh my God.
I'm the engineer. I do it all. One man band.
Anyways, I think one of my goals for this show is to reach at least 500 views on our TikToks. Because we've been doing well. And I don't know if it's just because with Travis Kelce and the whole Taylor Swift thing, and we had like 2 videos that surpassed 300 views with those 2. I think it's just because they're like the it couple right now. But I would say that is, and on the on the higher end of that, I would love to see we get like 1K views, but I'm gonna just slow my roll, 500 views on some videos. And I think the one video we have about me talking about my stalker had like 18 likes. If I could just surpass 20 to 25 likes a video, that would be awesome.
She's going double goals.
That's so goals.
That's so goals. Double goals. We want to surpass 25 likes on the TikTok at TABPOD. And we want to have a couple videos that surpass 500 views. And guess what? All we want is to entertain you. That's all we want. Help us help you. Let me make you do the funny ha-has with your mouth when I go, hey, say the thing, guy. I don't know what sentence just came out of my mouth. I meant to say
the thing, guy.
I meant to say 100% meant to say we make you laugh when the guy, say the things with the funny ha-has.
The funny ha-has.
None of that came out. None of it came out. Oh my God. But I do like that you are going for something that is super attainable, because I think that if we just keep at it, hopefully we'll unlock something at some point, especially with we're both trying to interact with this thing so much. If anyone out there knows how to work a TikTok, we could use some help a little bit, A little bit. Yeah.
Another,
I'm going to add another goal on. Okay.
Ooh, okay.
I want to get as many likes on our videos on YouTube as comments about cutting my hair. Because right now we have someone asking for me to cut my hair, and there's like no likes. There's no likes. Yeah. I don't need to cut my hair. She thinks just because she knows me personally that she can just,
hey, touch your hair. Oh,
no.
Okay.
Almost a year and a half of locks,
luscious growth.
Apparently, I just learned I have hair type 3, either 3B or no 3A or 3C.
Oh.
I just learned about
that.
So apparently 1 is like your hair, it's just straight. And then from the 2s to 4, and then there are different letters in between. The level of curl that you have is dictates what kind of product you should use. So, like I said, I have somewhere in, depending on the chart, a 3A to 3C area.
Interesting. So. Okay, I'll let our TikTok viewers decide what you are with your hair type. They'll know.
Please.
Everyone is so creative.
I want to hear, what do you think I am? Honestly, even without the context, I think this just became two different clips. I think it's a clip where we show the whole thing and it's got the hair. And then it's another one where it's just me looking into the camera saying, what do you think I am?
Okay.
There you go.
Perfect.
That's how you make the content, ladies and gentlemen. Okay.
Easy.
We have a production company here. Okay. We're not making any money, but we have a production company. Okay. And we are making the content.
Yes.
All right. You know what? I know I didn't mention this to you before, but I have some ways that I want to be famous.
How many ways?
I have 4 ways that I want to be famous.
4 ways? Are we gonna do all 4 this episode? Or are you gonna pick one? Okay.
We're gonna do this, and then we're gonna talk about the story that you wanted to bring up. Okay.
Okay.
So, for anyone who doesn't know, the ways that I want to be famous are really ways that, like, I can torture myself with fame, in which, you know, I might be famous, but I'm not actually famous. It's kind of
sad,
right?
I wanna be.
The first way that I would like to be famous is in the vein of a Mike Wazowski, a green monster from Monsters, Inc.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be the guy who, right as the camera hits him in the commercial, his face is either covered up by the ad or he has to completely turn around and you never see his face.
I wanna be.
Right? Because then I could be like, I was in this commercial. And then as soon as it comes on, see, it's me. It's me right there. I'm the guy.
Oh, okay, that's a good one. Mm-hmm.
The next one is, I want to be a forgotten Monday Night Football announcer. Right? Because then think about it. You get to be like, I was on Monday Night Football. And be like, no, you weren't. I watch Monday Night every week. And I have no idea who you are. And I'm going to prove a point right now with you, Judy. Okay? Because I know, look, we all know that you don't watch every Monday night game, but we know that if the Cowboys are playing, you are definitely watching it, and you're probably catching more than half of them in between, right?
Correct. Yes.
Do you remember when Tony Kornheiser was on Monday Night Football?
No.
And you watch PTI every day. Tony Kornheiser is an ESPN analyst, for anyone who doesn't know. Mostly my mom I'm talking to, because she doesn't. We don't do the sports, Ryan.
I did not know. When did he? What year? Do you have like the years of he?
Not on me, because we wanted to keep it short. Remember, you wanted me to get through everything.
Look, imagine like Tony was doing the Monday night show like in the 90s. I wasn't paying attention to football in the 90s.
It was at all these people were post 2000. Yes, all of them were post 2000. Okay. Another one.
Fair.
Dennis Miller. Anyone remember Dennis Miller being on Monday Night Football?
Why does that name sound so familiar?
Because he's a famous comedian. Like, he's known for stuff, but he is not known for doing that. Right? And this one is my absolute favorite. You're going to have no idea who it is. Okay.
Okay.
Paul McGuire.
No idea.
That's the guy who followed Madden in the booth.
Oh, yikes.
Forgotten Monday Night Football guy. All right, this one is actually really painful for me. Okay. So most of my famous takes I actually am not famous. I actually don't make any money from it. You know, it's fame in the way that someone who becomes viral for pooping themselves becomes famous.
Okay.
I gotta add that to the list.
I wanna be.
But this one, in this scenario, I would actually be rich and I would be well thought of amongst my peers. Okay.
Okay.
If I were to become a mega popular consultant in the media world, I would get so much money. I would make my own schedule. Everyone who I would work with would pretty much love me because I'm doing a great job. But you know what they say? They say those who can't do, teach. And that's all I'd be doing is just teaching the thing that I can't do, that I want to do so badly, but I can't because I'm just a consultant now.
I wanna be.
And the last one, this one, I
Okay.
think that I think this is gonna be your personal favorite.
Okay.
Taylor Swift has been making a lot of headlines lately, right? Dating
Yes.
Travis Kelce, showing up to all the NFL games. By the way, if we have time, I want to talk about some stuff with her. I don't want to be Taylor Swift, obviously.
That's insane.
I want to. Well, it just goes contrary to the point of the bit. Other than the fact that she keeps getting dumped. Like, that's the only thing that I want to be Taylor Swift's relationships.
I wanna be.
Low blow. Sorry. I want to be the person next to Taylor Swift when they take a shot of her in the booth at a football game that you're just like, who is that next to Taylor and why are they there? Like why do they get to be in the booth or up there in the box and I don't get to be? Why are they so lucky that they get to be around Taylor Swift all day? Meanwhile, I got to go to my stupid 9-to-5 job at the insurance emporium where the boss man tells me not to get too angry with the punching bag that he brought in order for us to relieve stress. I want to be that person next to Taylor Swift.
I wanna be.
You know what's even funnier that you bring that up? So the Sunday night game, right? I know this is like totally off topic.
No, it's good because I
But-
think you're going to talk about what I want to talk about too.
Okay. So when you mentioned that, literally there were other famous people in that booth with Taylor Swift that were talking to her. But the whole thing was just like Taylor Swift. But the fact that like Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman were right next to her and they
And Blake
got
Lively.
mentioned. And Blake Lively, yes, because it was mostly Blake because she was next to her. But regardless, so Blake, Hugh, Ryan Reynolds, all right there next to her. And they did not get mentioned at all.
It was
Like
ridiculous.
at all. Like what?
Well, not only that, but in a game in which Travis Kelce wasn't really having the best game,
No.
after the first quarter, the Chiefs weren't having the best game, and yet they still figured out a way to go to her like
Yeah.
4 or 5 times over the course of the night. Like,
Yeah.
and then the other thing, I'm starting to feel like this is a bit of a conspiracy.
Ooh.
Like this has
Okay.
all been put together by the NFL and PR people and all that stuff, right? And by it, I do mean, was it trailer? Yeah, I do mean trailer. That is that what we're going with? I guess that's really the
I
only
guess.
one, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't know they had a name, but okay.
So I don't know if you remember, but early on in the preseason, like before preseason started,
Mhm.
when Aaron Rodgers signed with the Jets, with the Rob Salas, he started going all around New York. And one of the places that he was filmed participating at was a Taylor Swift concert,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Now we move forward and we have all this Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift talk going on. And they literally went from a shot of Taylor Swift into a commercial for her upcoming Eras Tour movie. Like, I
Yeah.
saw that and I was like, oh, man. And then also, if she had shown up just for the Jets game, I would have been like, okay, like, yeah. But the fact that she showed up at back-to-back games,
Yeah.
she's showing up at back-to-back games, and now, and I say that because I didn't think that she would have this kind of time. I thought she was like on this fucking world tour that's going to keep her busy all the time, and yet, nope.
Oh, she's on a break. She's on a break until
is?
November. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, I have another joke that's going to get retired real quick.
Okay, say it.
By break, do you mean Travis Kelce's dick?
I mean, yeah, sure. Now,
okay.
okay,
Well, if she's
so-
on a break, that was my whole thing. Is that I thought that she was constantly doing stuff because that concert is always selling tickets, so I didn't know.
yeah, no, she's on a break because she finished her North American leg and now she's doing her international leg.
Wait.
In November, starting November.
Oh, okay. I was saying, and now she's doing it. Like, that's a point.
No, sorry. Yeah, but she has like that month break that they gave her. She gave herself. But
Okay.
hold on. So even before the season started, I don't know if you ever heard about the whole Travis Kelce Taylor thing. Even before the season started, how Travis goes on to his podcast with his brother, saying that he made like this bracelet for Taylor Swift and she like turned him down or so. It was like a thing that he just kind of casually mentioned, like trying to get her like, like he just kind of dropped in his podcast. But I think that kind of how it started, right? And now it's like this whole thing. So I don't know.
Well, hold on. No, none of that. Well, no, because I'm trying to look up. But the issue that I put Taylor Swift friendship bracelet, and of course, there's so much Taylor Swift.
It's a whole thing, yeah.
Friendship bracelet merchandise. So that was a mistake. So Ryan, just learn to stay in your lane. You're not quite there.
Now you're gonna have all these ads that pop up on your social media for friendship bracelets.
So I have two other things I want to mention about Taylor Swift. The first one is that I love the fact that there are so many people out in the world right now who genuinely think that Zach Wilson is a better quarterback than Patrick Mahomes.
Because that's the only game they watched.
That's the only game they've ever watched. And they were just, the Swifties walked out there like, why is Patrick so cool? Zach totally did better than he did. They just didn't win because they didn't have Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift, obviously. That's how Swifties talk, right? Obviously.
No, I don't think so.
You're like, as a proud card carrying member.
Proud card carrying member.
Yeah. You got your little membership card to the Swifties fan club.
Yeah.
Just like how we're trying to get Travis a membership to the Brothers Club. He's knocking. Let him in. Come on. But and I know that I am no better at it because I was just talking about it, but I'm not gonna lie. A little over Taylor Swift.
It's a little much. I hope that she does attend all of his games in the time that she's on this break. That'd be cool. But I hope whoever's watching that doesn't have to keep hearing about how Taylor Swift is in the building again, or
see, and that's
leave it.
I have a feeling that if we get the Chiefs during like a 1 or 4 o'clock game, and she's there, that they'll do it like once a half or something like that. Pre-show's off limits, right? They're gonna just have somebody posted in the skybox for the entire pre-show, just doing play-by-play, like she's eating a cracker. She's now talking to some guy in a stupid backwards hat that I've never seen before. It's me. But during the actual game, I think they do it like once a half. However, my issue is that if they get another primetime game, and I'm sure they're the Chiefs, of course they're going to get more primetime games.
Of course, yeah.
And she's there, it's going to be more of that, because I think that they're going to be doing a F ton of promoting for that movie, especially if they can get all of her fans to be seeing that it's going to be at, that she's watching a football game. But the game itself had like 27 million people, which is more viewers than like
crazy.
I don't remember when, if it's the best number ever, but there were 27 million people. Whew. All because of a jilted lover.
A jilted lover.
I'm sorry. You've heard all of her songs.
I have. Like, what is jilted lover?
Jilted means like she keeps getting left. Like she keeps getting dumped.
I didn't know. Sorry, I didn't know what jilted meant.
Oh, you're not gonna put jilted in the club as a Ryanism now, too, are we? No, that's common. That's common talk. That's common folk talk. I was down.
I don't think it is.
I was down
some other word instead of
I was
jilted.
down at my local union meeting the other day, and all of the plumbers were talking about their jilted lovers, okay?
Oh man, how great. Jilted. Okay.
I can't believe that I did it again. I had something. I don't know what. Okay, well, I did say we would talk about your story, and we have about 7 minutes left. So hurry it up, Judy. Go ahead and tell your story.
Wow, thank you, Ryan. No, I just have a quick workplace chronicles with Judy, and how I realized at both of my jobs that I've had within the last 2 years, I have some sort of beef with older women named Deborah. And it doesn't matter how you spell it. It could be Debra. It could be Deborah. It could be however you spell Deborah. I have a freaking issue with Deborahs in the workplace. Recently, this Deborah sits like 2 cubicles in front of me. And I've been there for about 1.5 years now. And this lady never said a word to me. I'm usually the type of person who'll be like, hey, good morning. I said that once to her, and she just looked at me and just kind of like gave me a smile and just kept walking back to her desk. And when I mean like walk, I mean, she like wobbled. She like wobbled back to her desk. And so recently her boss left. So now she reports to my boss. It's exactly what she looked like. Okay. And she rolls like her little backpack, because she has a rolling backpack.
How does she take corners? She has to do it like a semi-truck. She got to take a real wide turn. Coming in. No, you cannot turn on the right now. You see I'm taking up.
Sorry. Okay. So, what was I saying? Now that she reports to my boss, and the other day she comes to my desk and she's like, hey, I need this so-and-so approved. And I go, oh, hey, Deborah. Like, she didn't even say hi. She's like, hey, I need this done. And so I'm like, oh, hey, Deborah. Like, how are you? What did you need from me?
Can I just say?
I loved it. What?
Can I just say, I'm with you. Like, anytime, and don't get me wrong, I've met some lovely Deborahs in my time, right? But I think the key to meeting a good Deborah is you, and I get that you said all of them for you are bad, right? But I think the key to meeting a good one is you got to meet the Deborah with an AH. Okay. You know, those are the most apt to becoming a Debbie. We're cool with Debbies, right? Right?
I don't know. I've never had a Debbie.
Okay. Well, I've met a couple Debbies. They've all been cool, you know.
Okay.
But if it's an AH, it's normally a good Deborah. But if it's just an A, bad. But it's real bad if it's the OH. Like, or wherever it's like Deborah.
Yeah.
You know?
Wait, isn't that an AH though?
No, it's got an O in it somewhere. Like there's
Yeah,
a
but it ends
Deborah.
in AH.
I get okay, fine. What I'm saying is, if there's an O in the AH,
Okay,
if
they're not
her name is if it's Deborah, that just yeah, I know I'm supposed to say Deborah. No, it's Deborah. That just sounds like it's something that is coming up from the pits of hell to drag you down with it.
That was the last one at my other job was AOAH. Deborah.
See? See?
Yeah, we stay beefing to this day. I don't even work there anymore.
Hey, anytime we're out there, gang, you know what I'm saying? Hey, yo,
Gang,
Houston,
gang.
don't think I forgot. What's up? Gang.
Oh man. Okay, I finished off that I heard the current Deborah with an A talking to IT the other day because her computer crashed. And she, she's asking IT if there's any way that she can get her files from her laptop transferred over to the loaner laptop that she's using. And obviously IT is going to ask her like, oh, do you save your files like in your drive? Then we can just add your drive to your new loaner laptop. And she's like, oh, I save it on just the laptop under my documents. And I'm thinking like, ooh, you lost all your shit.
So for the elderly in the listening and viewing audience, you know, I know that we're real big on YouTube with the 77 plus crowd.
Yeah.
When she's saying drive, she essentially means, have you backed it up to the cloud? Have you backed it up to anything that is a server outside of your current laptop? And what she has effectively said, nah, bruh.
No, sorry. So they're like, oh, well, it's going to take us about 3 weeks to extract your folders and things from your crashed laptop and put it into 3 weeks to put into the in the cloud. So then, do all the things.
By the time they have put all that stuff in there, she will have already remade it all.
Exactly. So, but I'm just like, that's not my problem.
That's what you get, Deborah. Next time, have your mom name you something that's not so bitchy.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
so
sorry.
That was a very fun few weeks with this lady.
I'm sorry that you had to deal with her. You know, are there any other names that make you feel queasy? Like you just see it in front of you and you're like, oh, fuck.
No, just the Deborahs. And it's because I've emailed other Deborahs before who don't work within our company, but they work like in local facilities in the country. And I'm like, damn, are you guys all like this? It's just like something very common with these names. And I'm not making it up, y'all. Like I would send this to my friends because they know how much like these Deborahs just they give me the ick. All right.
That is time. That is time. I mean, honestly, they give her the ick. If you're Deborah, let us know how you feel about all the shit that Judy just talked on you in the comments right now. Type it up. Well, Judy, I think that your name is a bitch. How about that?
Honestly, if you didn't know what I look like, Judy's typically are older white women. So
I was gonna say the only don't get me wrong, Judy. I'm usually fine with a Judy, but if I ever come across a Judith, I'm like,
Yeah,
All
and
right, well,
I am actually a Judy. I am not derived from Judith. Like, that's not my full name.
yeah, we'll prove it right now on the show. There it is. Bam. If you could see on at TABPOD, I have put up our name tags on top of our other name tags. Judy's, as always, is Judy. Mine is new. Why? Because it's a new season of the same old show, but in a better way. All right, that does it for the first half. When we come back, we are talking about sports. There's a lot
Even
of
more so.
sports that I need to, well, actual sports this time. And yeah, we'll figure some other stuff out, honestly. Like, does it matter? I mean, as long as the guy with the mouth does the funny ha-has, then you're good, right?
Exactly. We're here for
All
the
right.
ha-has.
I think I just need to stop trying so hard. All right, we'll be right back. Woo, woo, woo.
Woo!
Oh, you fucked up and did the bye.
Did I do bye?
Well, you waved
I also
bye and then
wooed?
you said,
Oh.
you said, woo. Kind of scared that you're going to do the intro now. Welcome back to a conversation with Judy and Ryan right here on YouTube at TABPOD. Please make sure you check us out, like, share, and subscribe. Anything that we post that you see. I don't care if you actually like. Look, this is a game of numbers, okay? This is a war, and you've just been drafted into the Take a Breath eavesdropper army, okay? So get on the YouTubes, clickety-clack the keys, and like, share, and subscribe. We are back. Oh, also, if you like audio stuff, we put this audio on audio. We do the audio podcasts
On all major
on audio.
podcasts.
There we go. See, Judy, I try to share the responsibilities with you. I loft it up to you, and then you're just like, I'll get there eventually. Whatever. Just look for a conversation with Judy and Ryan on any audio platform that you use, and I bet you will be there, unless you use one of the weird ones. You know who you are.
The weird ones.
Judy, this is something that's been percolating in my brain for not percolating.
No, I'm not gonna
Okay.
ask her, but I get it. I'm like, oh, what's this such an odd description that it's just been percolating in my brain. Like,
Yeah. It's been in my brain. Oh, since you said it to me, what is a food mishap?
Okay, so food mishap to me is when something goes wrong and you're eating it and you just find something either that's not supposed to be there. Yeah.
Oh,
And I have a story for that.
Oh,
And I wanted
okay.
to know if something like that happened to you before.
So I'll put it this way. I'm sure that it has. That's not one of those things that I would care to remember. So I, do my best to, like, if I find something inside. Oh, okay. So the other day, she's gonna be so pissed. Hi. The other day, our EP, she is such a lovely, lovely woman. And every day she so lovingly makes me breakfast.
Mhm.
And with my breakfast comes a glass of greens, right? I do the green drink, right? And the other day, sorry, I gotta stay my head on a swivel, man. You never know when a chunkla's coming at you. So the other day when I went to go take a sip, I went and I was mid-sip and I saw a dead bug floating in my drink.
How far in your drink did you, like, have you drunk it already?
More than one. That's all that matters. More than one.
More than one sip.
Swallowed at that point. So there's that story. And then the other
Okay.
one is not so much a food mishap, but it did happen at a restaurant, so it's close enough.
Mhm.
Why are you throwing stuff?
Now, can I just ask about the smoothie? Did you finish it? Or did you
No.
throw it?
I literally, as soon
Like,
as
how
I
big was this
saw,
bug?
it was a small fruit fly type of bug, right?
Okay,
I'm
yeah,
not,
yeah.
as soon as I saw it though, all the liquid that was in my mouth was no longer in my mouth. I saw that into the cup. There was probably remnants of it on my little tray that I was eating breakfast on. As soon as I saw, I was like, what? Because also, when it comes to the green drink, that's not something that I feel should be savored. It's not that it tastes terrible, but like I'm trying to get the health into my body.
Right.
as
So you
fast
just
as
get
possible.
chuck it and yeah.
Right. So yeah, so I'm like, I drink it literally. This sounds so psychotic. I drink it in two sessions, right? So I do about 4/5 of the glass on my first chug, and then the second one I finish everything that's left because it's usually all the remnants, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So I was probably midway through that first 4 chugs, and then there's just like, oh, help, I can't swim. That would be the bug. So there was that. And then also, I was once at a restaurant, and this was with the X, the EP. I don't think the EP would react this way. This should have been a sign that the X needed to be an X, okay? We were at a restaurant, and the waitress came over and said, "Oh my God, there's a spider on your face," to me, right? And I go, "What?" And my ex goes like this, "Ah!" and ran away, ran out of the building. She had a faster 40 than Tyreek Hill.
So she
I
just
just-
let you have a spider on your face.
Yeah, she saw it, ran real quick. I slapped it off my face. I don't know how it got there, but I slapped it off my face. And then we had, I very carefully had a meal.
By yourself?
She came back eventually.
Oh my God. Wow. No, okay. But I gotta tell you the story of what happened to us. This was like months ago. So Keith and I, for like date nights, we try to pick either like a new place we haven't tried or something nearby that we, haven't tried. And so we're like, okay, let's go to this little sports bar restaurant thing that's like down the street from us. So I was like, all right, cool. So we go, we order like our food, we order the apps, and the apps come out. One of the apps we ordered was a Frito pie. Do you know what a Frito pie is?
It's Fritos and chili.
Yeah. Yes, Fritos and chili, right? That's what, Fritos, chili, cheese, cool. So we're eating it, digging through. Keith leaves and takes a phone call. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna like eat little chips around the corner and type thing. And he comes back at the same time that I'm taking like a spoonful of this Frito pie. Our waitress comes by at the same time, right? And I'm holding it and I pull it out of the bowl. There is this long string of blonde hair, just one long string of blonde hair. I clearly don't have blonde hair. Keith does not have long blonde hair. Our waitress does not have long blonde hair. and I was just so thankful that as soon as I picked it up, our waitress was also coming by. And she's like, oh my God. I was like, I was at a loss for words. I was like,
man.
Ugh.
Like,
she's like, it was just the worst thing I've ever that's happened to me at a restaurant. Like, I'm not the type of person who would like return anything because like I didn't like it or something, right? I would like just sit there and mind my business. Like, I'm not the type of person who returns something. But for something like this, nah, like You gotta get. I don't know what this
keep
is.
talking for a minute. Just keep talking about any food miss. I'm not leaving you. There's something I need to do now. Okay, so
Okay.
you go ahead, keep talking.
Yeah,
you got.
yeah.
I know you got this. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I don't like the dead air even without the headphones. So just
I don't know.
keep.
I don't know why he keeps like saying he's waiting, but like he needs to leave. But anyways, y'all, I was gonna name drop this place, but I don't want to do that because it's still a small business. So we're not gonna talk about that. And I won't name the restaurant that we went to, but damn. Like now I get why they had like a 2.5 stars on Yelp. Like it was just not it. We had so much hopes because we try to find like a good little sports bar restaurant that we could go eat and watch the game or something, but like we are never going back to this place. And it's kind of upsetting because it's like 5 minutes down the street. It's just well, Ryan's coming back, so here we are.
Right. Thank you. I was feeling queasy. I needed to medicate myself.
Yeah. So
I
right.
finished I'm gonna blur that section so people won't actually see me doing anything.
The thing.
The thing.
Doing the thing.
Taking my medicine, okay? How dare. So I was just like, oh God, the hair, man. The hair is just like, because with a fly, look, I'll put it this way. Flies are gross, right?
Yeah.
With a fly, in some level, you can be like, all right, well, my ancestors ate flies, so it's fine.
What if you had just like picked it out of your
No, I couldn't. Like I don't know if you remember, all the liquid that was in my mouth was now out of my mouth. Okay, we're not picking stuff out at that point. Maybe someone like Kieth, a real man. Yes, not me. No, I was raised by the woman who doesn't like sports.
Right.
Well, sports talk. I love watching the football. Because the
footballs
men hit each other. The footballs, because the men's in the tight pants, they hit each other. It's very nice to look at.
Yes, the booties. Yes, I feel you, mama. I feel you.
See, it's that, and then also baseball. Women love watching baseball for the same reason, for the junk.
I'm not a baseball. I wouldn't even.
No. I'm not saying that like people like watching baseball. I'm saying that every woman that I have seen that watches baseball has also mentioned we like the way that the pants fit.
Yeah, makes sense.
Oh, man.
I finished my story, so you don't have to listen to it again.
It's not that it's just hair, man. Like when it's someone else's body, it goes into the same thing of, well, there could be spit or boogers or semen or pee or fecal matter. Yeah, I could have said poop. Guess what? Ryanisms, baby.
Fecal matter. Yeah, we'll never know. And it's
oh God, it made me feel so ill. All right. By the way, everyone, when I heard food mishap, I thought she was gonna say like some rice came out of her nose or something. Okay. I thought it was gonna be an actual mishap, not a biological hazard. Okay. I apologize for what just happened on behalf. You know what? I'm doing a disclaimer on Judy's behalf. Okay. I apologize on behalf of a conversation with Judy and Ryan for anything that may have just happened to your stomach the way it happened to my stomach. Okay. Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So we will never be going back to that place ever again.
Yeah. Honestly, and don't get me wrong, Frito pies are delicious, but
yes,
anywhere that serves a Frito pie, like I feel like that automatically makes you get on notice that it's probably not the most hygienic place. Okay. I don't know of many 5-star restaurants that have their take on a Frito pie.
Well, it might be here because it's a Texas thing.
No. That's my point. Is that we have 5-star restaurants for barbecue, for parts of the animal that are barely digestible. They'll make a 5-star menu. There's a 5-star restaurant in New York that's main concept is eggs, okay? They'll concept the shit out of anything. I don't think that a single place, maybe Guy Fieri has done it, but I don't think a single place has made a high quality Frito pie.
Frito pie. Fair.
Watch, this is going to be Ryan Stradamus, and like in the next year, that's going to be the big wave. Like how 5 years ago, everywhere was tapas. Next, it's going to everywhere is Frito pie.
Everyone's so creative with their own different recipes of Frito pie.
I make a vegan Frito pie. It has only the best sourced materials and no faces were involved. And for spices, I use things that are organically sourced from the mother Gaia. See, that's the look. All I had to do was say nonsense, and it still sounds terrible. It still sounds like a pile of meat and cheese and sauce and chips. You can't high quality it. And that's my point. If it's something you cannot high quality, buyer beware. By the way, I'm going to pre-apologize to anyone now who's like, why the fuck is this show so much longer than normal? I forgot to hit the timer, not once, but twice. So,
wow.
We were probably talking for a good 8 to 10 minutes on that second half before I hit the button. And I would say it was no less than 5 minutes on the first half. So look, I'm getting better. Okay. I'm not used to having all the control at my fingertips. Okay. You heard me. I hit the sounder.
That's so goals.
I hit it when I was doing
the airing of grievances.
Okay, like now, I'm buttery smooth with it. I got the fingers all loose and wiggly, right? But I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
He's getting there.
All right.
Yeah.
I will get there.
That was nice.
I know. I'm nice to myself. What can I say?
Oh, that was good.
God, I'm so thrown. You know what? I'm not gonna try and segue in any way, shape, or form. Judy, we got a big matchup for you this week.
Yes, is it sports time?
It's sports time. You and our EP have a head-to-head matchup. I'm very excited for this.
On prime time.
Prime time. Is it Sunday Night Football?
Sunday night.
It is? Okay. I don't want to do Sunday Night Football. I want to be forgotten on Monday Night Football only, okay?
Okay. Not Sunday. Only Monday.
So you're a Cowboys fan. And
I am.
And Alex is a 49ers fan.
She
is. This is basically, outside of the Eagles, this is basically the game that's going to decide who's the best team in the NFC.
I think so.
Yeah.
So we're very excited. And I remember Alex was texting weeks ago so we took from the Niners, we got Trey Lance, right? And then
for a fourth rounder.
Yeah, and then I think the Niners got Anthony Brown and some other Cowboy players, I believe. I was like, are we just switching players here? Like, what are we doing?
I mean, that's generally what a trade is, but yeah.
I mean, flip-flopping players, who knows?
Yeah. Anyway, what does this have to do with the game? What does it have to
Nothing.
do?
It's just
Trey Lance going to be running around all nimbly against his old team? No, he's not.
Maybe they'll give him a play so he could just kind of get it out of his system or something.
I did like this week that, of course, it was a headline for some stupid story. Trey Lance plans to tell all he knows about the Cowboys or the 49ers offense in the meet. Obviously, but guess what? I thought I heard something. Sorry. But guess what? He's not that good. Okay, I'm sorry. He's not that good. He obviously didn't grasp the concept of an offense, because if he did, he would still be there. And I will put it like this. I heard it so aptly put together today by one Nick Wright, Fox Sports. Yeah, I listen to him a lot. You probably cite him a lot. I don't care. He put it together, a perfect argument. In the early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s, it didn't matter who the running back was. but Mike Shanahan was going to get 1,500 yards out of that back. Mike Anderson, Olandis Gary, Clinton Portis. Then when he had somebody who was incredible at it, Terrell Davis, back-to-back Super Bowl champion, 2,000-yard rushing season, right? Fast forward to today. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. The reason for that was because of the system that he had created for the running back, right? The running zone scheming system. It was designed to perfectly help a running back that was good become really good to be great, right? And we are now seeing the evolution of that with Kyle Shanahan, okay? Whether you think Brock Purdy is a bust and he's just a pure product of the system, or if you think that he is actually the GOAT and he's the real reason they're so good, it doesn't matter because Shanahan has every quarterback, now that he has all the ancillary pieces around him to create the system, Shanahan now has a quarterback-proof system in place. It'll make a good quarterback look great, and it'll take a great quarterback and turn him into a Hall of Famer. And that guy couldn't get Trey Lance on the field.
He couldn't.
Okay? He is the quarterback guru of our time. Look at Jimmy Garoppolo, okay? He can't throw for like 13 feet now that he's not with Shanahan anymore. Yeah. Brock Purdy is Mr. Irrelevant. And he is leading the league statistically in so many things. So I say all that to say. Sorry. Your laugh sometimes just throws me off. Like, I'm not really ready. Like, I say all that to say, just like, that's where I'm going to laugh. I'm just not ready for it. Thank you. But I say all that to say that I think that this is going to be one of those games where if it was a regular season game, I would. No, I'm sorry. If it was a postseason
it is a regular.
game,
it is a regular.
If it was,
game.
I know I said it backwards. Okay. Gosh. Okay. If it was a postseason game, I would be more apt to pick the Cowboys because I think at some point the team is going to have to lean on their quarterback in a way that I am not sure that Brock Purdy is capable of producing. I think he is and should be considered one of the best quarterbacks in the league right now based on how he is playing, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But when we're talking about splitting hairs and we're talking about who are the upper echelon guys, who would you rather have guys, right? He doesn't hit that conversation for me. He does hit the literal conversation for me with Dak. I do think if Dak was playing in Frisco would be better overall, but I think that they both satisfy that same kind. I think they both satisfy that same kind of game manager. Mm-hmm. You don't want to have to rely on him kind of guy.
Right.
So, but I'm excited to see what happens. And you know that someone's just going to be a full stress sandwich the whole time. So please, let's make sure that we have that group chat going nice and tight the entire game. Oh, we will. We talking that trash. We will.
Sorry in advance, Alex. I know you're gonna be like a stress ball.
You know what's so awesome is she's not even gonna hear that until after the games are played.
I know.
She's gonna like it's good. The game will have been over for 3 days. She's like, oh, that was so nice of her to apologize.
Like, sorry in advance. I am a big trash talker. Even whether my team is losing or we winning, I just be trash talking, and it's just the way it is.
But that's the glory of sports. Like I hate that they're legislating out trash talking and stuff like that. Like I'm not even the biggest fan of doing it, even though I do it a lot. But like, that's the thing is, to me, it's also, I was actually talking to our executive producer about this the other day. I can make an argument as to why weed, which is something that I honestly do think is a medicine and it is helpful to people in so many different ways.
Mhm.
I can make an argument against why that is a performance enhancer. 100%.
Okay.
And most people be like, wait, what? The thing that makes you like tired and want to go take a nap and eat all the snacks could be, yeah, bet you I could. Bet you hope I don't, but bet you I could. But the point, I fucking lost my point again. I'm all over the place today. I really am. I had a very good point about this. Anyway.
Okay. Moving along. God damn it. I'm so pissed off at myself right now. I don't even want to do the New York Rob Salas. I've been waiting all week for the New York Rob Salas. I don't even want to talk about it right now. You know
So
what?
upset with myself.
What's so funny is that you are the only person I have heard call him Rob Sala. Like all of the other announcers call him Robert. And I go, does he even go by Rob Sala? Like, I was like, or is this just a Ryan thing?
I mean, I thought it was something that more than just I was doing, but who knows?
No. Literally all of like the announcers during this, well, when did they play the Sunday night game? They're like, oh, here's Robert Sala. I'm like, does Ryan just call him Rob because they're like close or something?
I mean, honestly, me and Ryan have become real close over the past 5 weeks. You know, he's really been championing the New York Rob Salas. I prefer to not always mix business and pleasure. So, Judy, I'd appreciate if you didn't really ask me about mine and Ryan's relationship again. But you understand, the one thing I just want to bring to the attention of everyone real quick is that even in a loss, the New York Raw Dollars know how to keep the fight. We have millions of people right now thinking that Zach Wilson is the best quarterback in the NFL. That's what the tape is going to show them in the darkness. The darkness is going to say that the Rob Salas are fighters and that they are the fans of the Swifties, just like the Swifties love us. I'm not going to lie. I walked out. I was really worried going on Sunday Night Football. Or was it Monday? I don't even fucking know. It was such a long time ago to me. I was really worried. And then Zach Wilson, of all people, man, I bought him so many non-alcoholic beers after the game with his Mormon ass. It was great. I was so happy. If he could play half as good all season like that, we're in there. 7-10, here we come, baby. Woo!
Wait, is he actually Mormon?
He played at BYU.
No, I only ask because isn't it like in their religion where they're not supposed to work on Sundays? It just kind of makes me laugh. I was like, oh. Anyway.
Well, look, honestly, I shouldn't even make the joke about it, but you're allowed to do certain things, certain times, certain religions. Let's put it that way.
I'm sure they just make an exception, I guess.
Yeah. I'm sure that there's been Jewish people who have played college football, which is on Saturdays.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Judy doesn't know shit about Jewish people. She's like, they go to church on Saturdays? That's the Sabbath? The Sabbath is a Saturday? Closest thing I know about Jewish women is Ryan's mom voice. That's all I know.
Who's become a very Jewish from the Upper West Side of New York City, Manhattan.
Oh man. Honestly, if Zach, I don't know what happened with Zach Wilson. That was very confusing to see that.
Mhm.
At the same time, also watching Patrick Mahomes be terrible was
Yeah.
that game was so weird. And
It
that's
was just a
it's
weird
one of,
game.
like, and is Taylor becoming too much of a distraction? Is that what's happening? Is it that fucking what is it? Brittany Mahomes all week was like, oh my god, Patrick, I have to meet Taylor. Tell Travis to let me meet Taylor. I'll TikTok about this if you don't let me meet Taylor. I need to meet Taylor Swift. Please, Patrick. That's how I assume she talks to him.
God, that's how I assume that Chelsea talks too, honestly. Like, probably a little more. I'm telling you, I hate that family. All right, like, you know this. I feel
Let
like
it
she has a
out.
little more annoying voice, but you know. Yeah.
Oh man. Oh, but yes. There's so much going on in sports. Oh, did you see Jimmy Butler and his media day hairstyle?
Oh, I love it because I love all the twigs that came from this one picture of Jimmy Butler. And I love emo Butler. All right.
So he does this every year, just in case most of you probably don't know. He does this every year where last year he got himself dreads. He had them attached to his head professionally and did dreads for his media day picture. This year he did emo because his team did not get Damian Lillard, so he's a sad boy. But he does it for two reasons. One, because he's a fun kind of person. He's the weirdest kind of athlete ever because on the court, he's a full-on general and locked in at every moment of the game. Yeah. And then off the court, it seems like he's the most fraternity of frat guys, but in a good way. Like,
right, in a good way, yes.
Like you're not worried about the cops having to show up at his frat house. Maybe because it's a little loud, but for no other reason. Everyone's getting a ride home at the end of a night. Mm-hmm. No one is feeling uncomfortable. No doors are ever locked. It's a good time at Jimmy Butler's frat house. By the way, where are my fraternity choo-choo shirts? I'm still waiting.
Oh, season 2 is perfect. We're dropping this season. Yes.
But he does this, he does the look of the emo and the dread so that's what his picture will be throughout the entire season. Anytime they talk about Jimmy Butler and his stats, he will have emo hair over his face. Here's what I didn't like about it though, Judy.
Okay.
We live in a time in which the deep fake is so prevalent. Mm-hmm. I spent 10 minutes yesterday trying to see if that was a real picture or not.
Okay.
It's not fair. I should have to look for 10 minutes to see if he actually has that hair. Granted, I probably...
Why didn't you believe it? Why didn't you believe that he actually had that hair?
Because two reasons. One, I just didn't think he would do it again. He did the dreads last year. I just wasn't expecting it. All right. So that's bad on me. But two, because it was his actual hair that he emoed out and he flat ironed it, right? Yeah. It was just shiny enough that it made it look not 100%.
Like it's just a little photoshopped.
Yeah. You know, when you're watching a deep fake of like the president or something, and you could tell you're just like, he didn't say bitch. I read his lips. He didn't say bitch. He said he's on a beach, but not a bitch. Right. And it was just something about that. I'm looking at it. I don't know if maybe my phone, the Wi-Fi was going bad that day and everything was processing a little slower or what. But I was like, it just doesn't, there's something off about it. Like, I feel like it's a Mandela effect. And like 20 years from now, everyone's going to be like, yeah, you remember that deep fake of Jimmy Butler when he did the emo hair? And no, that really happened. It really happened, man.
It really happened. And I have all the memes for it. Oh my God. I can't wait to post it on here because they were just so good. Just so good. I love the internet sometimes. Like the way we come together in times like this. Oh, so good. So good.
So yeah, he did emo Butler.
Yep. Emo Butler.
I'm I wish that you knew a little bit more about basketball, only because I would like to pick someone's brain about the Drew Holiday trade, because I've heard so much on both sides of that, but
Hmm.
I'm not going to do that to anyone right now. I'm not going to make you be like, so what do you think about Drew Holiday joining the Boston Celtics? You think his perimeter defense really could be something that they'll be intending to utilize? But so who's on the Celtics?
So who is this? I only know about his situation because one of the major news people posted his wife's reaction to it. And I mean, just the way it sounded, like I was like, damn, they did him like that? Like,
what do you mean?
So I don't know if you saw this post, but his wife was doing maybe she was doing an interview with somebody from either ESPN or NBA something. I guess like Drew Holiday was just taking a nap, and then he wakes up and finds out that he was traded away. Like they didn't even talk to him about it.
Oh, you're talking about the initial trade. Okay. So for anyone who's wondering why, like me, what the fuck she's talking about.
Yeah.
Drew Holiday was a part of the initial trade that got Damian Lillard into Milwaukee, and it sent Drew Holiday over to the Portland Trailblazers. But then Portland retraded him to the Boston Celtics. So I don't think that she was so upset about the second trade, but the first one, yeah, I mean, he was a key piece as to why that team won a championship a couple years ago. But it's Dame Lillard. Like, it's Dame Lillard. Like, come on.
Yeah.
We all saw Space Jam 2. He had his own. He was DLC. You saw Space Jam 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just realizing in the game, Dame Lillard is basically DLC. Comes in way after the start of the game, has way more power-ups than anything that's come before. Just does things different.
Yeah.
By the way, for anyone wondering, Mom, DLC is downloadable content. And that's something that video games will release after their initial release in order to, give the player more stuff to do and charge that person more money for said content.
I have to sneeze when it's not coming out. Sorry. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, that's good.
But yeah, I mean, come on, Drew. Like that's yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Oh, hockey's coming up soon. Are you excited for the season?
I am very excited. I will actually do my best to watch more regular season games. I'm just telling you guys, like, I'd be tired and the games come on so late out here.
I'll put it to you like this, man. We tried that and we're on West Coast time. It's just a lot of games too. Like,
yeah, it's so many games.
We had this. Alex and I are huge Vegas Golden Knights fans, and we do watch a lot of games. But we tried to watch every single game last year, and we probably only made it to like 22 or something like that. It's because it's such a commitment, and then you also, since you're making the plan to do it, you don't want to just have it on. That's probably the thing. Is you just have it on whenever it is. But you don't want to just have it on. You want to actually be involved in the game, right?
Right, yeah.
So sometimes you're just like, you're sitting on the couch and you're watching Great British Baking Show and you're just like, this is nice. I just want to keep the niceness. And you don't hit the click until the playoffs. And the playoffs, you gotta.
Yes,
so
it's different.
I truly hope that you're able to watch way more games, all the games, but I get it if at some point you're just like, I'll see y'all after All-Star break.
Yeah, maybe I'll watch like the home opener, of course, but we'll see. And I also have to stream it and illegally do it because we don't get games out here. So
I mean, who doesn't? I mean, we get the games. Yeah. I still hit a link. It's who we are. Okay, that's what the millennials do.
Unless they're on ESPN Plus, which I noticed a lot of their games were last season. I was like, oh, ESPN Plus, perfect. Just kind
I
of going
think
a little happy.
ESPN Plus is just for like all the sports that ESPN just doesn't know what to do with. They're just like,
Yeah.
just throw it on the
there.
app. It's fine. You know,
Yeah.
except for UFC. UFC is like the reason ESPN Plus exists. So they get prominent stuff, right? But everything else is spike ball. Yeah. We're not doing the Ocho today, so just put it on ESPN Plus. It's fine. Let's see. Damn, the Bears beat the Commanders 40-20.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
We wanted Commanders to lose.
Why?
Just because they're in our division. It's always good when somebody in our division loses.
Fair enough. I mean, I don't want them. I don't really care how they do.
Mm-hmm.
No, actually, now that I think about it, no, the Commanders can always lose. You're right. There's even with the new ownership. Yeah. And then I was happy to see that the team, the team we don't talk about, they lost. We lost their quarterback for a couple weeks. So,
good.
You know, I'm not really. I don't want someone to get hurt. But if they are hurt, I'm not gonna say I'm sad about it.
Yeah. Just like to see them suffer a little bit, you know.
Let's see. How many weeks are there? 17 weeks. At what point is the actual midway point of the season now? Because it used to be after 8 games, you knew you were halfway through. We doing 7, we doing 9, we doing 8. Like, what are we doing here?
I don't know. I would say 8 still.
Okay.
I think 8 still would be a good halfway point.
So after week 8, we're gonna give an update on how everyone's divisional picks are doing. I'm not really thrilled with mine.
I'm not thrilled at all because wow. Some of my very sincere, not sincere, my very what's the word I'm looking for? My very my 100% sure teams, right, that I chose are not there.
Your locks. Your locks.
My locks. I couldn't think of the word. I still don't know if locks were my word, but yeah, those teams. Wow. So we'll see. A few more weeks, right? A few more weeks.
Oh, and real quick, show's almost over, and I know we've talked about sports for like an hour. I don't care. It's show 1. We're not hitting buttons. We're talking about sports for 8 hours at a time. We'll clean it up next week. Guess what? I'm drunk on the night of it, on the embodiment of what's happening right now. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Also, I never take a hit during the show, so I usually do it in the break. But since we switched to this new thing, I keep forgetting to take breaks. So I got to be nice to myself and take breaks. But what the hell is a Daniel Jones? Oh my God. He made the Seahawks look like the old Seahawks. My dad was just in Seattle celebrating the 10th anniversary of that Super Bowl. And it was like the defense was like, we coming back. We coming for you, Daniel Jones. I know you can't see it. I'm very I'm waving my hand like I'm a Seahawk. But good Lord, he was sacked 11 times.
I didn't watch the game.
So that was one of those. That was a game where if you were not a Seahawks fan, it was a terrible game. But if you were a Seahawks fan, it was the best game. Mostly
yeah.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was saying, all I know is that I was reading on Twix the next morning, like people were just going off on Daniel Jones and the Giants, and people are, and obviously most of them are like Cowboys fans like me. But they're like, this is the guy who the Giants thought was going to be their next savior.
It's so stupid that the Giants paid this man so much money. And I get it. It's not a lot of money for a quarterback, but they are now stuck with him. And look, 10 sacks, 11 sacks, that's not all on him. At some point, the coach has to do a better job of scheming. They have to run the ball more, even if they don't have their good running back in. They have to do real quick short passes. You got to do something at some point to help your quarterback out,
help
right?
Keeping, yeah.
But Daniel Jones wasn't playing good anyway, and I say that because there was a pivotal moment in the game. The Giants are moving the ball down the field.
Mhm.
The Seahawks are up, I want to say like 14-3, and the Giants are moving the ball down the field. And what does 2 chromosome Jones do? Pick 6.
Oh God.
Pick 6, right? So that's what I'm saying. That was one of those pivotal times. If you score there and now it's 14-10, it's a much different game than 21-3.
To 3, right?
Right.
The momentums are, yeah.
Now, what I will say is the person who caught that pick 6, Witherspoon, the rookie, he is my favorite player on that defense right now. He is, and I love me some Bobby Wagner, Hall of Fame, but Witherspoon, he was dropping hits like Ronnie Lott was out there, like Ray Lewis was out there. I saw a couple hits, and afterwards I was like, "Oh, I gotta go to the chiropractor now." It gave me the cold chills watching him. And then so he's smacking people around, and then he does a pick 6. It was, it was just such a good night. But
It's such a good night for you.
my favorite is just watching Dayball on the sidelines, because he's one of those coaches who just like he's not able to hold in whatever emotion he's feeling, a lot like me that way. So like he's watching down, just like, God, fucking God damn it, I can't deal with, oh God, don't throw the ball. Oh, there, that's where you throw the ball. God damn. And then after there was a moment of him talking to Jones on the sideline, and he's like trying to show him something on the tablet. And I don't know if it was Jones wasn't understanding or wasn't listening, or if it was just what he was showing him, how stupid he thought he was performing. But he just takes the tablet, like throws, he like, I can't even deal with this right now. I know,
did
right?
That?
Daywall did that, yeah.
Oh my God, please insert a clip here.
And it's one of those things where if it wasn't such a terrible performance by Daniel Jones, we would have woken up the next day and be like, Dayball's kind of a dick, yeah? Oh,
Right, yeah.
You know, like because you don't like, and I get it, we're all frustrated at times, but it just, well, when I insert the clip, you give me a lot of work for this fucking episode, let me tell you. Okay. A lot of stuff to clip for this episode.
This was wait, how many ones did I ask for anyway?
You said so many things like, oh yeah, when we do this later, we'll just put this in here. I said it in the grievances. You don't realize how often you're asking me to do stuff, Judy. Just go ahead and laugh.
Man.
It's fine.
It's funny. Oh, well, there goes our gong.
There goes our time. All right, we've been talking for like 3 straight hours. So we're gonna take a week-long break.
Right.
And,
I thought you said we're gonna take a break right now. I'm like, wait, what?
I was about to say we're gonna take because my brain is mush because we've been talking for 5 hours. So we're gonna take a week-long break. But thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching on YouTube at TABPOD. Remember, we have some goals. So if you can help us, we would really appreciate it. Trying to get the subscribers up over on YouTube at TABPOD. Trying to get the YouTube views up. Trying to get the TikTok views up. Also at TABPOD. So if you could support us, we would appreciate it. But if not, and you just want to listen to us, that's fine too. We love that you're here. And that's all we got for this week. Judy, I will see you in the fucking production meeting because I'm still mad that you stole my line. It's my line.
Oh, I also want to say on our next episode, I will be a year older. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye, guys.